Parker, I think, gave Willie Urquhart one of the way through.
He did. So Symes gets the first kick of the qualifying final. He goes towards half forward, and they move the ball, try to move the ball anyway through the half forward flank position. Lentini's over there, and close to the boundary line. Pack develops. Umpire may have to come in and ball it up. He will. So left. They're into attack. Symes goes up, gets it down to the front of the pack, kick around the corner. And came from Pisano, back towards the pocket. Barton stood his ground, couldn't take it with him, no. And the ball might come free for the Eagles. They go towards half forward, but Fursland stands in the front, can't take the mark. Free kick for a hold, said the umpire. Fursland's going to take it.
Even hard to hear the whistles here, Jace.
It is. It's very, yeah.
Normally you don't hear the netball
I was
whistles.
going to say, normally hear the netball ones as well. Play on now. And Fantella's got the ball. Goes to the left, right foot kick towards full forward. Vetter comes out, punch from behind. Good roving at the front of the pack. The Panthers can wheel around close to the behind post, but coming back the other way. They can just settle down. Dylan O'Toole just chips the ball. I think that's Nyko has got the football. Inside defensive 50. Just holding the ball up. Not much to kick to along the line. He's called to play on now. He just goes long and high towards centre wing. Over the back of the pack, Martin stands his ground. Doesn't take the mark, though. Off hands. They run free. And East Geelong have got the ball through the middle. Dangerous kick. Bowman to run onto it. From half back, goes to half forward. Can pick it up at the second attempt. Try and get away. He does. Handballs it over the top to Chalice. Sets it up, though. Urquhart against him. Bad handball, as Grubby said. Pushed away. Belpo still defence under immense pressure there. Close to the boundary line. Coming across there and picking it up is O'Toole. Goes towards Sponner. Got a couple against him. Symes gets back there, help out. Inside defensive 50. Gives the handball away. Overall, he gives the handball. Had to pick it up on the half volley. They've turned it over. Little takes the mark. No play on. Was touched off the boot. Primke just chips the ball up. Only to Will Urquhart, who should have taken the mark and didn't. Dylan O'Toole had it. Thought about the handball. Thought about the handball. Thought about the handball. Then he gave it away to Chalice. His handball back. 50 out from goal. Julian Carr. Fay takes the mark. Still 55 out from goal. Looking for the handball past. He gets it to Mawson. Has to get around Pisano. Still 60 out. Goes towards full forward.
Great kick. Beautiful kick.
Fantastic kick. And Luke Parker takes the mark and will shoot for goal from 30 out directly in front. So 2.5 minutes gone. And East Geelong worked it from half back nicely. Bit of fumbling around at half forward, but they've finally got it. And it will be Luke Parker with the first shot on goal for the Eagles. And he's gone back on the nice James Pattinson run-up too. He's running off the centre square. Lentini stands the mark. 30 out from goal, directly in front, northern end of the ground. And there'll be a big roar from the right of us if he puts it through. The east box right next to us. He comes in, he leans back, and I think he's leaned back too far, and he has through for one behind the first score.
So Lima does the kicking in duty, goes short. Fantella straight up the ground. Only gained 25 metres, but Belpo still, this is what they'll do. They'll chip around. Poor kick coming out of defence, and Parker for East Geelong has taken the mark. So he goes back in quickly to the full forward position. Sponner there by himself. Over the top, ball kept down, and it's picked up. No, it's not self, mate. As I said, they usually play in this game every year, so bit of something unusual for them. Ball comes out. Ricky O'Toole goes to Chalice by hand. Runs away from goal. Feeds the ball back outside 50. Johnson has it. Oh, don't know what he was trying to do, but he missed the ball completely. Ends up in the hands there of Ramoski. He goes back towards centre wing. Out in front, Barton bounces back. Ends up with Marsh of East Geelong, who chips the ball back in. Good skills. Finds Ricky O'Toole. Goes on the left foot. Looking for someone to come at him. Has that player, and it's Johnson. He takes the mark inside 50. A good kick of the football. And not without a chance here. Kicking from 45.
Never been that close to East Geelong coaches box. There's 47 coaches down here, I tell you. They're all a bit up and about.
Got their boards happening. So Alan Johnson come in. Another real opportunity here for East Geelong. Looks a nice kick off the boot. It's got distance. It's got... Oh, no, I don't know the umpire can see for there, but it's through for about 4 minutes first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Lima.
What you don't want to do if you're playing Belpo still is waste opportunities early, I can tell you.
Lima, straight up the ground, looking for Symes. Bolton comes from 5 back, gives it away, back towards Bolton. Rode by Urquhart, missed the spot with the handball. Dylan O'Toole gave the handball away quickly to Mawson off a step, 40 out, tumbling punt. Sponner on a half volley, needs some support, gave it back to Mawson. Left foot, 30 out, missed it. And out of bounds on the full, I think it is.
Another one, Grub.
So you're right, goes down the line towards half back. Wobbly kick. Martin might have to go up. Tries to punch it on. Lentini was there as well. Johnson through the middle. Wrapped up. Dropped the footy. Punts out early. Nice. We like it. And Barton will take the free kick for the Panthers inside defensive 50 at the northern end of the ground. Called to play on now. Goes into the middle. And good kick too towards Baseley, but he got a couple against him. Razmovsky front and centre was okay. Wrapped up. Don't know, pick that up, Grub. From the ruck contest, Johnson a fresh air shot. Handball slipped out to Chalice. If he gets out and about, he's okay. 40 out. Urquhart does well, does very nicely, but he keeps his feet. Gives it back to Sponner. Gets around a couple. 40 out. Oh, bit of candy with a sidestep, and then should kick the goal and has missed as well. So did all the hard work, Lockie Sponner, and then
so Lima kicks to himself in the goal square and plays on. Brings it to the clubroom side of the ground. It's a nice kick coming out of the fence, whereas Mosky has the ball. So he's had 2 or 3 touches early. Goes over the top. Fursland. A little bit of light rain happening there at the moment. So Fursland just, again has the ball.
Gergic's on the bench.
So there you go. I thought that would have been the option out of the goal square, but he goes long around the boundary line. Mark's not taken. Ends up in the hands of Barton. Can't take it cleanly. Bowman comes through. He's released the ball. Ends up with Primke of East Geelong. So he runs back towards the centre of the ground. Being chased by, not too sure that was in the middle of the ground, but it ends up with Barton now of Bell Post Hill. He was over the top. He was playing with it, but the umpire says he didn't have possession. And he'll take the ball. And it goes in quickly to the forward line. It's a nice kick and a good mark. Coming out Joel Page from full forward. So he's the man, and I would think this one will go straight through, Grub. I'll tell you what, they'll make him pay quickly and early.
And he doesn't miss many, Joel Page. I hope I don't put the mocker on him, but...
Well, I have, so we might as well get both. So Joel Page, probably 30 metres out from goal, I'd have to say from here. Comes in, deliberate approach. Nice looking kick off the boot. Umpire goes across. He comes back to the middle of the goal. He indicates that's a goal to me.
Throws the ball in the air. Symes goes up, Bolton gets it down, tapped on towards centre wing. Comfey comes over there, can't take it. Pack develops at the back of the pack. Clearing kick came from Dylan Whitney, goes out wide towards centre wing, runs away. Primke will not be able to keep that in. And a test this afternoon between the two of them. Short boundary throw in. Symes gets it to the front of the pack. And Razmovsky got one high. Umpire says play on. Pack develops around him. The umpire will come in and...
Foot high!
The umpire throws the ball in the air. Bolton goes up. Symes gets it down to the side of the pack and go along the line. Chalice goes towards centre wing. Over the back, Johnson taps it down. Baseley was there as well. Ricky O'Toole gets around a couple. Right foot kick towards half forward. Lima rides the tackle, then loses the football in the tackle. Umpire says play on. Primke in there as well, held up. And not going anywhere. We'll have a ball. Still 1 straight 6. East Geelong 3 behinds.
The thing is, you cannot throw your arms around like that. But I don't reckon he made any contact. He threw the big elbow around, but never...
I think that is Whitney, is it? No. Ball goes in quickly anyway to the full forward position. Page out, can't take the mark. Vetter, good contest. Ball hits the ground. Releases Gergic, who's now on the ground. Handball goes out wide. Out towards Tobin. He's taking the ball from him. Page, I think it goes back to the goal square. Mark up in the goal square. Is that Trav Fursland?
Yep.
And Trav Fursland has come in and taken the mark in the goal square. So he's now going to have his chance to put the Bell Post Hill second goal on the board. Few players I'm unfamiliar with in their shape and body size, but Trav Fursland goes back and he kicks his first goal of the afternoon. A strong.
That's how they alleviate that forward problem.
Back to the middle. Bolton gets it down. Roved in the middle by Bell Post Hill. Came through was Ash Whitney, but Chalice got the kick off the ground. Only as far, though, as Lima across half-back for the Panthers. Switches play to the outer side, centre wing. Great punch away. Fantastic defensive work. Boundary throw in. Symes gets it in. You're going to have a problem with that boundary umpire all day, I think, Grub. Ball comes back towards Whitney. Got a kick off the ground. Goes to half forward. They get her away. Baseley goes to the right foot kick towards full forward. Page works his way to the front. Oh, should have taken the mark, really. And Baseley followed up, kicked the goal. It's as easy as that. Caleb Baseley kicks his first.
Ball back in the middle of the ground. Ruckman, this time it's Barton. Up against Bolton. The ball comes down. Quick kick out there by Chalice. Comes into the half forward line. Parker just waits for it. It comes to him. Now he gets the ball. Ends up in the hands there of Nyko, who spins round the corner, goes the forward line. Picked up by Sponner. Good hands over the top. Running player outside to Dylan O'Toole. Goes back to Parker. Left foot boot. Goes into the goal square. Coming out. Mark not taken. Addy's there at ground level. He'll pick it up. Urquhart can raffle it, but he's quite happy to run it through for a minor score. The fourth behind to East Geelong. 4 behinds. They trail the Bell Post Hill, who are 3 goals straight. And we have ticked over 13 minutes first quarter.
Ball comes back in. Washington couldn't take it with him. Dylan O'Toole taps it back to Marsh. Well, played for it high. Don't know whether it was that high, but anyway, he got the free kick at 50.
I think he ducked his head.
He ducked his head too. But anyway, got the free kick. bit of experience there from Kane Marsh. And he's 55 out when he kicks, so I think it'll be beyond him.
He's not confident to get the distance
gives him half a lead. Ricky O'Toole gave him half a lead. He locks long to the goal square. Primke from behind goes up. Can't take the mark. Front and centre. Mawson played for a free kick and didn't get one either. Fursland through the middle under pressure. Primke's there as well. Wrapped up by his opposite number, Whitney. Chalice gets away under pressure to nobody in particular. Barton now. The Panthers worry him out of it. At defensive 50. Gets the kick towards Popovsky on centre wing. Williamson comes at him. Good tackle. Got the handball away, but only as far as... So boundary throw in for Barton and Primke. Do the ruck work over the back. Mawson took it out of the ruck contest. Goes towards half forward.
Just hurt himself
Gergich
too.
is down, not well. You keep an eye on that, Grubby. Martin across half back. He loses the football in the tackle. Handball came out from Carter. Parker off a step towards Sponner. One out. Went from in front to behind and then gave away the free kick to McNamara. So Gergich still down in the hands of the trainers.
Has not moved.
McNamara switches a play back towards Fursland. Goes from defensive 50 straight down the middle. Danger kick. Marsh gets across there and over the shoulder, said the umpire. So
held on to. Slap of the hands.
You know what? I reckon this is going to... Oh, no, they're trying to get him up now.
It's either an ankle or he's groin.
So the ball has come from back to Chalice. Goes outboard to Dylan O'Toole. Tries to chip the pass to Sponner. Good kick. And he'll shoot for goal from 45 out, slight angle. At the northern end of the ground and really needs to put it on the board with Belpo still having 3 straight so far. Gergich still in the hands of the trainers. He's getting up now and getting carried off the ground with an ankle by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So that doesn't look good for the coach of the Belpo Till side.
Unless it's just a sprain, they might get a bit of ice and tape and away you go.
Big game, Tari, tomorrow. You're back in, son.
So Sponner comes in, 45 out, close to the man on the mark. He drives it with the left foot and has missed it to the near side. So
end.
Flags are pretty dead over the far side.
Oh, look at the Werribee Central's flag. It's flying that way.
Straight home to Werribee Duck. Long kick out there from Lima. Goes outside 50. Nice kick. Chalice running onto the ball. Has players in front of him. He goes backwards to Ricky O'Toole. Looks sideways. Nice kick. Finds Mawson. So they're still outside 50. Told to play on by his teammate. Goes inside and finds Parker. So Parker and more than he had previously. Wrong side for a left footer.
Come on,
he's
mate.
Going to take his time, go back, take some responsibility.
You've given away a free kick before the siren. You owe him a goal. You've got a couple of points. Kick a goal.
So Luke Parker comes in now. Will kick from about 45. He's got that long run up again, Jace.
That's not what they need. He leans back too. He's got to keep his head over the ball.
That one's a nice looking kick. Comes back. No, it hasn't come back far enough. So in points.
Oh, well, the kick in from Lima came looking for Razmowski, but Primke chopped it off at 50, so he took the mark for East Geelong. So they're still in to attack the Eagles, but they just can't buy a goal at the moment. They're 6 behinds. Primke from 50, northern end of the ground, comes in. Goes to the right foot, right to the goal line. It's a goal. That's a great kick by Simon Primke. Gave it everything he could.
A lot of points before they kicked the goal last week, and they come back and won.
So the ball's tapped out in the middle of the ground. Coming through the ground there, it's East Geelong. And the ball is in a dead-off position now. It's picked up. Handball goes out to Pisano. And that was from Ramowski. Goes looking for Page again. He's up early. Vetter does well. Gets the ball to ground. Picks the ball up himself. Now puts it down. Belpo still start to arrive in numbers. There's good support there from East Geelong. A high tackle. Primke ends up with the ball, goes short, and the mark has been taken in the back half. Ball goes wide now. Ricky O'Toole on their deeper side of wing takes possession of the ball, goes further around the boundary line. Targets Bolton, up in front. Symes spoils from behind, hits back to the boundary line. Picked up, kick round the corner by Whitney. Goes back into the half-forward line. Ricky O'Toole's there. Missed the one-hander, goes back and collects it. Handball goes into Mawson. Went through his hand. Now there's some pressure arrives. Belpo still with numbers. Ends up in the hands of Barton. Kicks the ball forward. In front, Page. Pushed the ball to his advantage, but couldn't take collection of it. Good tackle from behind there. Ends up in the ground level. Kick off the ground. Ends up with Barton again, who goes back towards the goal square. Long kick going across the face of goal, has it? Yes, it has.
Yes, it has.
And through quarter, Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Quick kick in. Came towards Primke. Got the handball over the top to Johnson at half back. Hit him on the knee. That's LB. And he sees it over.
half time.
We're too far away from the half-time lunch.
We'll let you go early.
I said that to Jason. We're 5 minutes early. You and me.
Cost us a couple of pies, that will.
Bolton gets it down, but only as far as Whitney. Punched over the back. Page had it, lost it. 2-on-2 down there. Popovsky keeps his feet. Page is fighting hard for it as well for the Panthers. Ball spills free to the side of the pack. Might be okay for the Eagles to get away. And it might be Marsh down there to help out. Goes with a kick from half back towards centre wing. Razmovsky gets across there first for the Panthers. I don't think he'll be able to keep it in, though. And a boundary throw in for Symes and for Bolton. Short boundary throw in again. Symes takes out the ruck contest. And the central umpire's asked for another boundary throw in.
They should swap sides, Grub. She's thrown into the wind.
Yeah.
Boundary throw in. Symes and Bolton. And thrown in now. Symes gets it down to the front of the pack. Rove nicely. And Fursland gets the kick towards half forward. Getting back there is Marsh for East Geelong. Got some support as well. Panthers putting the pressure on at half forward. Ball spills free. Still 50 out from the goal. Free kick for over the shoulder, said the umpire, to East Geelong. So Williamson gets the free kick. Goes to centre wing looking for Bolton. Symes behind. Bolton needs some support. Symes gets it. Handball only as far as Ricky O'Toole. Shuffles the handball out. Missed the target though. Through the middle. They pick it up. Bell post till Fantella. Punched on though. Marsh gets back there for East Geelong in the middle of the ground. Ball spills free again. They can break free the Panthers right in the middle of the ground. Kick from Lentini goes towards half forward. Pushing the back. East Geelong playing. Confey on the ground again. Goes across half back. Needs to pick it up. Going to be under pressure. Can't pick it up the first attempt. Can't pick it up the second attempt. Needs some support. Chalice. If he gets out, he's out. And he goes now on centre wing. Goes back towards the middle. It's okay. The kick to Dylan O'Toole. Handball was going to come to Johnson. He elects though to kick the ball. And he should have handballed it because the kick was partly smothered. Johnson though follows it up. Needs some support. At 50 for East Geelong. Sponner. Handball came back to McNamara. His short little kick. Good vision towards Brad Martin. Tapped it on. In fact, it was Symes. Tapped it on to Razmovsky. Got tackled. Got the handball away. Working through the middle. Whitney get wheels back on the left. Goes a long kick towards the lead of Page. Comes out at pace. Can't take the mark. Off the back of the pack. Mawson back there. Fighting hard for it. Watson gives it away. Mawson clearing kick. Oh, I think he's kicked into the car park though, out of bounds on the full.
Saw him get into the box. I can't see him. It might have been Vetter. I'm not sure.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
So Whitney comes in and goes short to Pisano. Pisano goes to the goal square. There's a mark. No, it's been put down. Now at ground level.
Well, he didn't have the footy.
Well, who was it? I can't see up that far now.
Fernandez,
Is it Watson
I think.
or Fernandez?
Fernandez.
Yeah, Fernandez it is. No, it's not. He's handing the ball back.
No, it's
Confey. Confey, you're right. So Confey with a free kick deep in their defensive end. Told to play on now by the umpire. He goes back to that far side of the ground. Kick outside 50. Behind Primke. Usually good hands. Oh, he had 2 grabs at it. The umpire says he's paying that. And he's going to be awarded. So Simon Primke has the ball. Looks further afield. Player leading across his Nyko. Goes over the top of his head towards the player in out here for Belpo Still, who read the flight of the ball well, but takes it over the boundary line. And will be thrown back into play. So maybe another issue there with an East Geelong player. Is that right, Jace, do you think?
What's that?
Bowman, she's done well so far. Deep throw in over there on the far side. What?
You stitch him up, don't you?
Really win. Anyway, Johnson it is with the free kick. They didn't see that free kick again, but he's got the free kick, goes in towards centre half.
If you were watching the game.
Kick. Washington doesn't mark it, comes down. Parker spins in and out of trouble, goes by hand.
He's hit the umpire.
O'Toole. Unfortunately, the umpire stepped in his road, but it's Lima who goes backwards to Fantella. Steps one way and comes back on his right. Little short kick had to be good and wise and found Symes. Told to steady up there by Addy. So Jaden Symes in their defensive 50 as a player outside. Goes to that player, it's Whitney, has plenty of time. The kick wasn't good and it's done. Belpo still he's put himself under pressure. Goes to Martin. The umpire says there's a throw. And the free kick's going to go to East Geelong and Dylan O'Toole. So Dylan O'Toole goes back towards centre half forward. Good spoil there from behind. Ball ends down with Johnson. He picks the ball up. He's tackled. The umpire comes in and says, so the ball, Symes takes the ball in the air, gets the fist deep, goes back outside 50. Nyko for East Geelong, goes by Primke to hand. He tries to get his kick forward, smothered, picked up by Chalice. He's tackled, releases the ball back to Primke. He's tackled, goes back to Chalice, who just got off the ground. Picked up cleanly, coming through there by Tobin. Handball over the top to Fursland now, and further afield to Martin, who steps back on his right side and goes towards centre half forward. Going back with the flight of the ball was Basely, didn't take it, was good courage. Ends up in the hands of Marsh, who goes wide. They've got a good rapport, these two. I don't know how many times we've called already, but Marsh to O'Toole has been a regular feature. He goes in towards half forward, looking for Dylan O'Toole, going back Martin for bell post, still on a safe mark at centre half back. Crosses the ball to centre half back, and Symes has got space by himself. Picked up there and held up by Johnson. So he's now just backward of centre. Goes long in towards this centre half forward position. Targets up. Mark's taken. Think it's Whitney, is it? No, it's Wood who comes out, takes the mark, went wider. Mark wasn't taken. It's Ricky O'Toole doing a lot of work back there in that defensive half of the ground. Goes in towards Primkid. Spoil's been made at ground level. Fursland should have the advantage. Runs around, picks it up. He's tackled by Primkid. He had support from Williamson. Ends up there in his hands, and now he plays on. It's Moreland that comes over the top. Then the forward ball goes into centre half forward. Coming across. Good spoil from in front there was... Addy, was it? Yes,
McNamara.
It was. Yeah. So it ends up in the hands there of Moylan, who comes through this forward half, kicks in looking towards Sponner, and Sponner's taken a mark. So Lockie Sponner, his right side for a left footer. Can go back, and he's probably had the better of McNamara, which is unusual because McNamara, a good defender, had his plenty of chances. Lockie Sponner, 30 metres out.
That's what I said before. He's very underrated, isn't he? He's very underrated, Sponner.
Had plenty of touches. A chance on the siren to kick a goal. Ball, not going to score. And it's going to be out of bounds. So at quarter time, we'll see Bell Post Hill lead 3 goals, 1-19. East Geelong, 1 goal, 6.